I am out of invisible tape, which necessitates a trip to Walmart Supercenter, my home away from home, because I do so love cutting up little pieces of paper and invisible taping them to larger pieces of paper. I've got art all over the place. I can't give it away. I've had a little bit of success. I've sold a few pieces this year. I sold a big collage to a guy from Instagram, and I sold a couple of paintings to a friend, and I have had quite a bit of luck selling ACOs at eBay. You just get a playing card and you put acrylic paint and pieces of paper on it with matte medium, and then you spray a glossy sealer over it. So yeah. My son did this one. It's Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's. He sold one of his Five Nights ACOs at eBay last week. So I was Googling the lyrics to a favorite song of mine, Do What You Do by NXS from the Pretty in Pink soundtrack. All these years later, you would think I would be fucking sick of that song, but I still like it. And I Googled the lyrics today and I just found out that Michael Hutchence is singing, "Lift it up, lift a stone." I don't know what he was talking about, but I like the song. And last night, my brother texted me that Tom Petty died. And so he sent me Don't Come Around Here No More. We used to watch that video on MTV when we were kids in Monahans, Texas, and we would crack up over it. We would make fun of it. Such a ridiculous video. And then I sent him a link to the YouTube of Tom Petty and George Harrison's son and Prince and all those fuckers doing their rendition of While My Guitar Gently Weeps at the awards or the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony, whatever. So I was also I was making a video of me reading the first poem I remember really having any kind of impact on me, The Highwayman, but I started crying, and so I stopped making the video. When I was a little girl, I would spend the night with my maternal grandparents in their house on what used to be Cuba Road in Bridgeport, Texas. This is the bed that we would sleep in the guest bedroom. It was just brass when I was a kid. I spray painted it black when my grandmother gave it to me a couple of years ago. Anyway, she would read poems and fairy tales to me from her childcraft books. These beautifully illustrated books printed in the early 1960s. And so when I found out that I was pregnant with my son in 2007, I went on eBay and spent $80 for my own set of these books because they're fucking glorious. So I don't know this poet, Alfred Noyes. It's Noyes. But anyway, I've always been a romantic. I cut my teeth on the childcraft fairy tales like Rapunzel and the poems like this, and I just really loved the lack of ambivalence. He says, "One kiss, my bonny sweetheart, I'm after a prize tonight, but I shall be back with the yellow goat before the morning light. Yet if they press me sharply and harry me through the day, then look for me by moonlight, watch for me by moonlight. I'll come to thee by moonlight, though hell should bar the way." I was feeling sorry for myself because, I lead this hermetic existence, and there's no doubt in my mind that I'm supposed to be here. This is to my advantage, being in this guest bedroom and being here with my son to make cookies and collaborate on ACOs and all of it. The whole experience, being part of a family with my son and my ex. But I get lonely, of course, and I get horny. I'm still extremely sexual at the age of 44, almost 45, and I'm still a hardcore romantic, and I'm pretty sure that I haven't met my twin flame, which I'm not really sure what that is. Soulmate, twin flame, all that stuff. I don't know. I found pieces of what I've always envisioned in the opposite sex. I found pieces in the men that I've loved and lived with and married and divorced, but I never found that man entire. And I know that that's the holy grail and few people find that, but finding someone that you're really fucking satisfied with and that meets so many of your ideals and kind of exceeds your expectations, actually. I see couples that are happy as shit. I mean, they're in love and they've been together for years, and they aren't Instagram models. They don't have bikini bodies. They don't have yachts, and they don't have big tits and big dicks and all that. These couples are mediocre at best. They're not glamorous. You know, you wouldn't notice them on the street, but they're fucking happy. One example, this couple that lives across the street, I've met them at a couple of the block parties, and they have some kids, and they have a 2-story house, and they have the status quo thing, but they're not especially attractive or especially bright people, but you can tell they really fucking adore each other. And that's what I'm after. So anyway, I'm living this hermetic existence. I'm not throwing any pebbles at any windows, but inexplicably, once in a while, there are pebbles tossed at my window. And I respond. Me being me, I respond. The eternal optimist, the eternal romantic. And so this guy, and if he watches my videos, I don't really care. I don't know what he has found of me online. He knows my name. He knows we met 2 years ago, and before we met in person, you know, I gave him my full name so he could look me up online, and I guess he found bullshit rodeo. I don't know, but he knew that I was legit, that there's stuff out there and I'm a real person, because he came back and he was eager to meet me. We met at Ashley Madison. I was really desperate for dick. It's free for women to join Ashley Madison. I've heard that the men have to pay quite a fee to be there. Anyway, so he was married. And we met and we hung out and had a few drinks. Went to my place, didn't have sex, but we kissed and we made plans to get a motel room that night. And never heard from him again. I mean, he reneged. He flaked out on me. So, took him out of my phone, wrote him off. And then just a few months ago, out of the blue, he sends me an email. Yeah, I think it was an email. And me being me, I contacted him. And I was just curious, you know, why the fuck would you look me up after 2 years? Well, it's like I wrote in Fuck or Butt Happy Time. This other guy that I met at Ashley Madison, I had nothing at all with him. We met for dinner and I wasn't attracted to him at all. And I asked him, I said, if you're so happy with your wife, why are you on Ashley Madison? Why are you looking for a side piece? And he said, because I can. So whenever I get confused by another human being's words or deeds, all I have to remember is that one sentence. Why does someone fuck with you? Why does someone throw pebbles against your window? Why does someone meet you for drinks and make out with you and then dismiss you and then come back into your life after 2 years of nada? Well, because they can, you know? It's a chaotic fucking multiverse, man. All kinds of shit can happen, and it will, and it does. So, a few months ago, we talked, we texted, we were gonna meet. He flaked. He had a plane to catch or some shit, so he flaked. Took him out of my phone. And then yesterday I awoke to these text messages from him and a missed phone call, and then he called and we talked and we texted, and we were going to meet for drinks this afternoon. And all night long and all this morning I was thinking, he's going to flake, and God, I hope he does. And sure enough, he flaked. And I guess disappointed is not the word. I think my ego was hurt. But I knew when we were talking, I thought, what can he do with me? What could we possibly do together? Because I say I'm not after sex, but if sex presents itself and I like the package, I'm vulnerable. I have a libido. So he says it's about friendship, and he finds me fascinating, or he found me fascinating for a few seconds there. I don't know. So he was really after conversation, and yeah, me too. I'm after conversation. All right, so he's out of my phone again, and that's all there is to that. But yeah, when we talked a few months ago, I asked for his information, and I plugged it into Astro.com, and ooh, he has this, and oh, he has that. He is my long-awaited twin flame. No, he ain't. So I am fine living my hermetic existence. I do have a vibrator, I do have AA batteries, and I have my little books, and I have my little pieces of paper. And I am learning how to breathe. At the age of 44, I'm learning how to breathe. And people can dismiss it, oh, meditation is bullshit, chaos magic is bullshit, astrology is bullshit. It's probably all bullshit, but I'm not a materialist, finally. I'm not a materialist, and I'm not an atheist, and this is how I have to survive. I have to meditate, and I have to participate and be proactive. And again, I don't have insurance, I don't have a team of therapists, I don't have this huge support network. I have a support network. I do. I have people that care about me. I have people that are interested in seeing me thrive. And I'm my greatest advocate, and I'm my greatest ally. So this is what I think is working for me, is playing with scissors and pieces of paper and a pen, and breathing in and breathing out, and listening to my binaural beats, and drinking my green tea, and drinking my lemon water. Shit, man. Because I can.